Now, aside the style of Togo, in choosing their leaders being kind of problematic, the leaders in Africa, some of them need to know how to say no and when to say bye-bye. There's a serious civil unrest in Togo, and it is very, very, very disgraceful. And it is something that I want us to talk about. Look, a certain president is just like a nobody. And the former president is rather having so much authority, so much power, superseding that of a current president. And the dire aspect of it, the former president, the power that he has, it is not having any time span. So it is indefinite. This is a problem. And this is why the people, the youths, the bloggers, and some activists are calling for resignation. And that is why there is so much tension in Togo. We are going to talk about it. You see, it is something that is very, very, very disgraceful. African leaders, enough is enough. Sometimes, let's listen to voice of reasoning. At least you guys are grown. We are going to give you the breakdown and the rundown of whatever thing that is happening. Look, this has gone on and the people haven't been talking. And now is the time that they have taken to the streets and demanding for the right thing to be done. This is Dynamic TV Plus and this is What's Up Today. Please do well to subscribe to the channel for us and also give us a like. My name is Nanael Dynamic.
He's about to go now.
Now today we are going to talk about the former presidents of Togo, for Nasimbe. Now you see, this is it. In 2005, For Nasimbe succeeded his father. And when he succeeded his father, he took power for only 20 days and he resigned. And after his resignation in about 20 days, he assumed power again. And this time around, For Nasimbe ruled from 2005 to 2025, 2 decades, 20 years. When he was having power, everything was okay for him. Typical African leader. He knew that there will come a time that he will have to render, he would have to surrender, he would have to give power to a certain person to also take the country to a different destination. But this is where it gets kind of tricky and interesting. You see, a typical African leader, knowing very well that power is sweet, and in fact, Ukretumia, it is everything they want. They don't just want to give out or just give up on power very easily. So, in April 2024, For Nasimbe made sure that there was a review in the constitution. He amended the constitution in a way that he took the power from the presidency. Now, this is where it gets interesting. People actually didn't see that coming. They just thought, okay, now there comes a time that For Nasimbe is seeming to, relate to sort of things that the ordinary people are talking about, the Togolese are talking about, that at least the presidency, the executive is wielding so much power and that it is making it so kind of autocracy kind of government. And so he decided to give all the power to a certain body, to a different body rather than the president. So right from the 2024 amendments that he did to their constitution, it is making it look like, although they have a president, but the president has no power. And the power that the president has, is just like being the commander-in-chief of the Togolese armed force. And a certain, community like small powers. So more like a ceremonial president. If we need a president, if we need somebody to represent the country, that is when you are called upon. But you don't have any veto power to make concrete decisions and make certain decisions and stand your grounds on certain agendas and certain things that you believe in as a president. When he took the power from the presidency, he gave all the power to the president of the Council of Ministers. The sad aspect of it is that when they were making all these amendments, they forgot, or should I say, it didn't occur to them to add a timeline to the whole thing. So in this case, it is sounding like if somebody is the president of the Council of State, so in this case, if somebody is the head of cabinets, so the position which previously was supposed to be held by the president of Togo is now being held by somebody who is being given another name as the president of the Council of Ministers. So the head of the cabinet. And because they didn't give it a timeline, then it looks like anybody who occupies such a position will have to occupy that, will have to enjoy that power until the person is dead. Or maybe when the person decides to resign, that is the only time they can appoint a new person. Do you know who is occupying that position now? It is for Nasingbe. The very person who made the law, the very person who saw to it that these people will have that kind of power. They will take the power of the presidency and give it to the president of the Council of Ministers. This is the very person who is occupying this same high position. So indirectly, it is more like now I am not the president directly, but I am indirectly ruling the country till I die. And this is where the youths, some bloggers, and some activists are saying that enough is enough. You have ruled the country for over 20 years, from 2005 to 2025. What else do you want to do? What do you want to do that you have not done? What at all do you want? It doesn't make sense. You understand? It doesn't make sense. Like, you just wanted a way to corner the whole country to your side. And now where he is, nobody is going to vote anything. It's just going to be like he's going to be there. And he has to make sure, say, he takes the final decisions. He has to make sure that everything goes through him. Whereas the president is just a ceremonial president. He's just a ceremonial body being there to represent the country in international conferences, and like, that is all. And that is why the youth are very angry. The youths are protesting. And the youth, and as at yesterday, the police even used tear gas on some of the civilians who were making, just a harmless protest. Just because they are demanding for Nasingbe to resign.
Yes. E come yo le da Gaza.
Because they are saying that, they are not even saying, say, they should squash the whole president of the Council of Ministers. They are not saying that. But they are saying that they've had enough. They've had so much. And they've endured so much under Nasingbe. So if it is time for him to hand over, and he has handed over power successfully to a new president, it is time for him to go, to say goodbye. Go be at the back seat and enjoy the ride. That is all that they are asking for. And these people are not understanding. These leaders are not understanding the plight and the wish of the youths. This is disgraceful. Calling yourself a democratic nation, calling ourselves a continent that we think that we deserve better. And you see, these things, you are not seeing anybody talk about it. You are not seeing the Western people talking about it, criticizing them, and talking about, because, yes, black people, and we are suppressing ourselves, so they are not saying anything. But if Nasimbe had done the right thing, and if Togolese, or if we the Africans, or if an African brother is doing the right thing, then they would have the stomach, then they would have the face, the zeal, the power to comment, and sometimes issue some kind of warnings, as if the black men, we all that they want from us, from the black society, is for us to just, be at loggerheads with each other. That is the only thing that they want. And so if they see some of these things, there is no way they are going to address it. There is no way they are even going to cough about it. But look, what Ibrahim Traore was doing, look at how they were labeling, look at the kind of descriptions, the adjectives that they were giving to him. Authoritative, domineering. Like, it seems to amaze me how these people see nothing wrong with what is happening in Kenya, with what Ruto is doing. See, they see nothing wrong with what is happening currently in Togo, but they see everything wrong with what Ibrahim Traore is doing. They see everything wrong with what the Nigerian, what is happening in Niger, what is happening in Burkina Faso, what is happening in Mali. And that is where they start calling the leaders names. So if you have somebody to call him names, if you have somebody to give that better descriptions to, why don't you give those descriptions? Because it's best fits some people, some leaders, like the Kenyan president, like Nasimbe. You understand? Yes, certain presidents in Africa are not some people that the people actually love them. Not somebody like Ibrahim Traore. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section. I sometimes think that we see in Africa, it is not all about the Western people. Sometimes we are our own enemies. Some people who are so much greedy, the leaders who comes in a form of, in a form of sheep, but are wrapped in wolf skins. Those are the people that are undermining our growth. Those are the people that are making the Westerners see us the way they see us today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is Dynamic TV Plus. Please do well to subscribe to the channel and also give us a like. My name is Daniel Dynamic. See you in the next one. I'm out.
Family 3940 here. Guess what? You are watching Dynamic TV Plus. Keep on watching, subscribe, share, then leave your comments. One time, big love.